My next guest is a New York Times best-selling author. I wish you wouldn't do that. It makes everything seem so cheap. His latest book, The Kings of Cool, is on sale June the 19th. Please welcome Don Winslow, everybody. Don Winslow. Don, welcome to the show. I'm very, very glad. I'm sorry I'm turning into Foghorn Leghorn. Did you notice that now?
A little bit, yeah, a little loud. Yeah.
I say welcome. I say welcome to the show. How are you, pal?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. I'm good. I'm very excited to read this book because it's a prequel to your hit book, Savages.
It is. It is.
You enjoy the young people with the drugs, I say.
Not directly. I enjoy writing about the young people.
Well, you know, I was going to ask you. I mean, did you do a lot of research when you were younger for this kind of thing? Were you a big drug taker?
No, I was a small drug taker. You know.
Small amounts of drugs or drugs in small places?
I'm just.
That's how you get them across the border.
Yeah. You know, I'm a child of my generation.
Right.
Say that.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, but you've never been involved in any way with a cartel?
Define involved.
Dude, you are so badass. This is fantastic. No. You got to be careful, though. I mean, because if you write about some people, would they maybe recognize themselves? And
yeah, they might. You know, I did a book several years ago about the Mexican cartels and did a lot of research about it. So they might recognize themselves, and they might recognize themselves in here.
But you changed it to protect yourself.
And you.
And me.
Yeah. There you go, yeah.
Please protect me.
Absolutely.
Hey, now you are a friend of my friend Lawrence Block, right?
Right.
Because you're a crime writer. He's a crime writer.
A crime writer.
I read books about crime and have in fact committed a few.
Yeah. I've heard. The first time I met Mr. Block.
Yeah. Well, you know, let's call him Larry.
Let's call him Larry. But at the time, it was my first book. I'm a young writer. We were both nominated for the same award, and we sat in a bookstore. I sat next to the man for 2 hours.
Wow.
Too shy to ask him to sign a book. He was my absolute hero, and I just sat there, and I kept thinking, and the next day, I noticed at another bookstore that he was coming in after me, so I left my credit card with the bookstore and said, could you please have Mr. Block sign a book to Don Winslow? Which he kindly did.
No, because did he take your credit card? Because Larry would do that.
Larry would do that.
He would do that, and then he would write a story which you were guilty. No, Larry... Are you a fan of Matt Scudder?
Absolute fan of Matt Scudder.
Yeah, the alcoholic. He wasn't going to write any more of them, and I bullied him until he wrote another one.
That was you?
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, good man. Yeah.
I like to take credit now for the writing of the book.
Right. You should.
Wait. Don't be absurd. Larry wrote the book. He just, you know, he was probably going to write it anyway. You know the other one he writes that... We'll talk about your writing in a minute, but you know the... you know that he writes about the serial... the killer, the contract killer. Keller. Who's the stamp collector.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
The juxtaposition of the stamp collector and brutal psychopath.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I used to, when I was a PI, I used to read Block on...
Holy crap, you were a PI?
I was a PI.
No
and
way.
And I used to read him on stakeouts, which is why I was a crappy PI.
You've been on actual stakeouts?
On actual stakeouts. And I would sit there reading, you know, Elmore Leonard, Lawrence Block, all those guys, and every once in a while look up.
But you were living it, Don. You were living it.
Living the good life.
You were reading about stakeouts while you were on an actual
stakeout. I know.
Did you eat a lot of those little peanut shell things?
I did, yeah. Peanuts, peanut M&Ms were my thing. But
really?
Absolutely.
Man. Did you ever, like, dress up as a hobo and go into a strip club? That's nothing to do with that.
I just wanted to know. That was you.
Yeah. I was known as the hobo strip killer.
I remember. I worked that case. I dressed up as a hobo once in Times Square back in the 80s, which, you know, vague. And I was waiting for something to go down, as we say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I've been out there for hours and hours, you know, a beard, believe it or not, long hair, holy sneakers, jeans, the whole 9 yards, all wired up. My partner's across the street, you know, with everything that you've seen in the movies. And it's just about to happen, Sunday morning, early Times Square, and I hear this voice, a woman's voice behind me, yell out, "Don Winslow, how the hell are you?"
Oh, my Lord!
And it was a woman I'd gone to the University of Nebraska with.
Oh, no!
And she was convinced they were all right. She tried to take me to the Salvation Army, you know, buy me a meal, and I'm saying, go away, go away.
And she would think you were crazy, because if you said, I'm a private detective, I'm on a stakeout.
Yeah, I'm on a stakeout.
Oh, sure you are,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So.
That's really frightening, though, to actually... Did you ever fear for your life? Were you ever attacked by brutal thugs intent on ne'er-do-wellery?
Yeah, my job for a while was described as bait.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think it's better to write. I think you made a very wise choice. You know, really, I mean, because you just sit down and type, no?
Yeah.
And then if there's a big angry guy behind you, it's probably your editor or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, though.
Well,
and Savages is about to be a big movie as well, isn't it?
That's what I hear.
Yeah, no, congrats. That's going to be something, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
It's going to be a lot. You got a lot of money now.
Yeah, it's all right. I have to be careful about getting mugged now.
Yeah, because now you get something to lose.
I know.
Yeah.
Something in the wallet.
Yeah, no, it's not just a, you know, a video store card. And then now you'll have like a credit card. Larry Block might steal it. Yeah. All right, well, congratulations on this. This is really, I'm really looking forward to this one as well. Don Winslow, everybody. Don Winslow.